Hi everybody, it's Blossom and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a very exciting video. I haven't done a video like this in a really long time, but it's kind of like a tutorial kind of how-to video. I've been wanting to do a type of video like this for a while, but I never really could, if that makes sense. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how I've been making my thumbnails. Um, I've been super proud of how the thumbnails I've been creating have been looking, so I decided to show you guys how I do them because I want everyone to be able to do this because you could really do whatever you want, but I'm going to show you guys a super simple and easy way to create Sims 4 thumbnails. These are so easy, I can't even put into words. You do not need to be an advanced graphic designer in Photoshop to do any of this sort of stuff. It's all really simple and easy to learn. So, first things first, you are going to need Photoshop. Whether you legally get this or not, that's up to you, but just Photoshop is the program I'm going to be using. So yeah, all you're gonna do is when you open up Photoshop, you're going to click on create a new one, and the resolution for a YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720, and make sure that also your background content is transparent. I find that it's easier, and of course make sure the orientation is landscape and not portrait because that would be the opposite. So you're gonna click on create, and this is what it should look like, and we're gonna click on the little zoom out tool so you can kind of control it a little bit better. So this is where you're gonna go ahead and bring in your picture. So this is your like Sims 4 screenshot mainly. This is what I do. So you're gonna click file and click open, and then it opens straight up to my Sims 4 screenshots folder. If you guys don't know how to find this folder, it's going to be wherever your Sims 4 game is. And you're gonna click on the Sims 4 game. Mine is in my documents folder. I don't know why my stuff is messed up. It's also, this is like where your mods folder is and your save files and all that stuff. If you guys notice right here, there's your screenshots right there. So I'm gonna create a mock thumbnail for a Not So Berry episode. I actually already have a thumbnail for this episode, but we're gonna create a different new one just because. So, we're gonna go ahead and let's just use this picture. I don't know. So you're gonna click on the little move tool up here. You're gonna try to move it and it'll say this is background layer. Just convert it to a normal layer and drag it over to your thumbnail kind of first thing you did. And we're gonna zoom in a little bit more so we can kind of crop and move this around a little bit. And whether you want to zoom in a little bit more, just know the more you zoom in, the more lower quality it'll be. Like, let's say if I zoomed in like all the way, it would look a little weird. But yeah, you can just go ahead and do whatever kind of cropping and zooming in that you want. I think that looks good. So this is like the main picture that we're going to be using, and over here these are your layers. So as you can see, this is layer 1. We could actually delete that because we don't really need it. So all we have right now is this layer, and if we don't want to see it, it goes away. And I'll show you guys some more tools and easy things like that in a minute here, but I'm going to show you guys how to make a border. I really like these borders. They're kind of like not just on the outside of the picture. They look like these examples right here. This is a super simple way to do that. So you're going to go on this left hand side right here. These are some more tools, a lot of helpful stuff in this section here. So you're going to click this rectangle tool, and if you hold down, make sure that it's on the rectangle, not the triangle or polygon. Make sure it's on the rectangle. And then you're going to go up here and you're basically going to copy these settings. Make sure that the fill, if you click on it, make sure that it's off, and the stroke, this is what color you want the border to be. So it can be whatever color you want. For this purpose, I'm going to be doing white, and then I'm also just going to turn this up a little bit for now. This doesn't really matter because you can change it. Just make sure you don't click the check mark, so yeah, after that, all you're going to do is draw a kind of rough not triangle, oh my gosh, rectangle. It should look like this. And then here you can kind of control the rounded edges if you want, you know, sharp corners. You can do that with these little buttons. And then from this, you can kind of control how thick the border is. So as long as you don't finalize this, you can go ahead and just kind of play around with it and see if you like it. And you can also kind of move it, whatever you want in this section, and just kind of mess around with it. It doesn't really matter too much, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I think it looks good. Again, you can control if you want it to be like more round edges, it'll look like that, which I think still looks really cute, but if not, keep it the square sharp edges. So yeah, and then after that I usually will just click on the move tool object again, and then click on layer 2, and then, you know, kind of just look at it, make sure I like it. You can also move it again, and then you can click on the check, all that stuff if you like how it looks. So we're gonna click on that. And then let's see, the next thing that I usually will do is we're actually going to turn off the rectangle, because I'm going to show you guys how to do the so you know, in the thumbnails, the border doesn't go all the way around. It kind of like cuts through the Sims. It'll like not go over them. Like you see how it's going over Fletcher's head right here? It would be like behind him, and also like here on their bodies. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We're basically going to cut out the Sims and put them on a new layer, and it's going to be like just the Sims on the top layer, the rectangle on the second layer, and the third layer is going to be this basic layer. So really quickly, we're going to turn off rectangle, and we're going to go use this tool right here. This is called the quick selection tool, and then make sure it is on this second one. So also make sure that it's on this positive sign one, and then go ahead and just start pressing the Sim. You can also hold it and make sure that it selects like anything that you want to be on that higher layer. It's okay if it selects a little bit more stuff that you don't want, because you can obviously go in and edit what it picks. So it's kind of selecting a lot of stuff right now. So you're gonna click the one with the negative sign and then try to just control it a little bit better. That looks good. And then we're gonna kind of go like that. Okay, and then go ahead and click the plus again. And then I think that looks good. So then what you're going to want to do is right click the area, and you're going to click layer via copy. And then you're going to turn back on your rectangle. And then remember that order I told you about before, we're going to have the Sims on the top layer. And then as you guys can see now, the line, our border, goes directly like under the Sims. I just think it looks a little bit better that way. That's just a personal preference, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's how we do the border. And then now I'm going to show you guys how we do the numbers, which is basically like showing what episode it is, number 1, 2, 3, whatever, all that stuff. This is also with the shape tool, but we're going to use an ellipse tool instead. And then this one, you can do whatever color you want. I'm not gonna exactly get like an exact replica of my mint color, because I don't have the hex code saved, I don't think, but you're just gonna choose whatever color you want. And then, okay, I think everything else should be good. So then you're gonna want to click shift, so your circle will be like perfect, and then just make a circle. Oh god, I left the stroke on. Oops, okay. Leave the stroke off if you don't want like a border or anything. And then from this, you can kind of, I don't know, like mess around with it. Do really whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, you just, as long as it looks good to you. That looks decent. And then all you have to do now is go to your horizontal tool, or your type tool. Click anywhere. Oh my god, what the heck just happened? Oh my god, I don't know what I did. Oh wait, I think I know what I did. Okay, why did it switch to mask? Hold on, we're gonna, what is going on? Click horizontal tool type, not the masking one. And then, let's see, I don't even know what episode this is for. I think this is for number 4. So type your number, and then over here, you can pick the color and stuff. We're gonna just put that onto white. And then really quickly, we're just oh my god, why is this so tiny? Why is also over here, hold on. Move the font up to the first layer, and then we're gonna make it bigger. I don't know why it's so small. And then you just kind of put it over the circle. And then you can also, from here, you can change the font of it as well. What is going on? Okay, hold on. There we go. So from here, you can change whatever font you want. It really doesn't matter. The font that I use for most of my thumbnails is the bold font. You can get it from dafont.com. And how you do that is you'll just download it, and then let me see if I can show you guys what this looks like. So, okay, where is it? Okay, so these are all of my fonts that I have, and how you'll get them into Photoshop. You might have to restart the program to get it to show up. I can't remember if you have to do that or not, but all you'll do is you'll take the font, you'll right click it and click install, and then it'll automatically go into your Photoshop program. And that's pretty simple, but you can get fonts from anywhere as long as they are not, I don't know, what's the word? Like, you don't have to be like have a license or buy them. You're free to use whatever fonts you want on that website. Just make sure you double check the, I guess, rules or rights. I'm not really sure how to word it. But they have some really good fonts on there, and I really like this one. So now let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna do like the actual not so berry words. This is also very simple. So you're gonna double click again, and for not so berry, I do it like on 2 lines. I don't know why my fonts are looking so small. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. So yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put it maybe on this side. And then for not so berry, I like to put the berry on that, have that same mint color. So to do that, you're just gonna, hold on, why is it? Oh, okay, so you're gonna click on color, and then you're gonna actually click on this same color so it matches. All you have to do is click on it. And then there you go, you have not so berry right here. And then I also like to add that little alien or some kind of Sims 4 icon. So if you guys want to do that, you'll go back to the open, and then I'm not really sure where I put this, but you're just going to get whatever kind of icon you want. Okay, here are all my icons. These are my Sims 4 icons. I downloaded them off, I believe it was Mod The Sims. So you'll let's see, like I said, we're using the alien, so we'll just take it, drag it in here, and then drag it there. And then I want it to be under the font, so we'll move the layer down, and then you can kind of mess around with the scaling and the rotation of it, and just kind of mess with it a little bit. You could do whatever icon you want as well. So as you guys can see, the thumbnail looks good, but it looks a little bit dull. So this is what we're going to do to kind of make things kind of pop out a little bit more. This is something I do not for all my thumbnails, but if you guys want to learn how to blur the background, this is how you do that. So you'll go to your bottom layer. Your bottom layer is the one that has everything in it. Obviously not like the text and stuff, but the picture itself. You're going to click on filter, and you're going to go to blur, and you're going to go to box blur, I'm sorry. And then from here, you can mess around with the blur. As you can see, it goes a little bit crazy the higher up you get. I would stick around like 2 to 4. At least I think that's what looks good in my opinion. So like, let's say we're do 4. Now they kind of stick out a little bit more. So that's how you do like blur on the background image. And then I'm going to show you guys how to add some kind of drop shadows on your text and stuff like that. You could do this on anything. So let's say we're also going to put this on the circle. So what you're going to want to do is right click the layer of the circle. You're going to click blending options, and then you're going to go down to drop shadow. And then here you can mess with the settings as much as you please. I'm going to actually lighten it up a little bit and put, let's see, we'll put size up, and then this. You can honestly mess with this as much as you please. It does not matter. You can do whatever you want with this. I don't really know. It looks a little too harsh still. We're going to turn that down. So now your kind of circle has a little bit more of a shadow. And then, of course, make sure you click OK. And then we're basically going to do this on everything else. Like the number 4, the text down here. So we're going to put this on the 4 as well. Right click it, click blending options, and then go down to drop shadow. And then the same settings from your circle should still be like inputted in here, but you can obviously like kind of change it a little bit. For the text and the numbers, I like the size to be a little bit lower than like the shadow on the circle because I think it looks a little bit nicer. So we're gonna just, I don't know, I think it just looks a little bit better in my opinion. So I think I'm gonna do like that for the number 4. Make sure you click OK. And then we're also going to put this on the not so berry words as well. And then I think I'm just going to leave the settings the same. I don't really need to change anything. I think that it looks really good. And then just click OK. And you can also do this on the alien. I don't even think I did this on anything else. But if you want to add a little shadow, make sure you move the little thing. You can obviously add it on the little alien as well. I think that looks cute. And of course you can do this on the rectangle as well. I can't remember if I have this done. I think I don't, but let's see what it looks like. Oh, I think I do. That looks actually really good. But this is the good thing about Photoshop is you can literally just mix and match and create whatever the heck you want. You can just go absolutely crazy with there's so many options, and this is just like the basics. This is like a basic thumbnail. You can do whatever you want. You could add stuff, remove stuff. Literally the possibilities are endless with Photoshop. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do like lighting and stuff like that, which to be honest, this is not my strong point. I struggle with this a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys how I usually make the thumbnails because obviously it looks very dull right now. I won't lie to you guys. So I'm going to click on layer 3, which is the layer with just them selected. And we're going to click on brightness and contrast. And then up here is where you can like control it. And from here, I like to make my thumbnails pretty bright. And I play with contrast. I usually like to lower the contrast. Because I don't know, I'm not like a big fan of the way high contrast looks. So I usually kind of lower it. It depends on like the thumbnail really. And then we'll also click on this little, I don't know, I hope you guys can see what I'm clicking on. I'm clicking on this one right here, the little like half circle. And then you're going to click on vibrance. And then from here, you can add the saturation up, which is a very popular thing to do, as well as vibrance. But just be careful to not go too crazy with those. I know it looks like I went a little crazy, but trust me, the brighter does help. It helps a lot, I will say. This thumbnail is actually looking really cute. I don't know if I might use it for the video or not. I'm not sure. But, that is like basically it, but I'm pretty sure, is that all I usually do? I'm going to show you guys the thumbnail I actually created for this video. So here is the thumbnail I created for the regular Not So Berry challenge. The mint is a little bit off, I will say. This one looks a little bit more blue, but you can of course change the color as you please and whatnot. But I think I kind of messed up a little bit with my blues, my mint green, whatever color you want to call this. But other than that, I think they both look like really good thumbnails. I'm proud of both of them. And like I said, you guys can add so much more stuff. You can add so many more photo filters. And of course, you can do a lot more with the text. I would probably also add, let me see. I would also add a inner shadow to this text. I don't know why it's pink, but I think that would look good as well. And of course you can just kind of, oh my gosh, whoa there. You can just mess with that as well. And just kind of, I don't know, like do whatever you want. Just kind of make the text look a little bit better. And then I put this on the 4 as well. Let's see, inner shadow. I don't know why it always stays pink. That's kind of weird. That is fair. I might have this saved as a preset. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna turn that off for now. But, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual, like, creating of the thumbnail. Really quickly, I'm just gonna put a photo filter. You can mess with all of these photo filters on your own. They have a bunch of them. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys how to save the thumbnail now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to save, where is it? Save as, and you're gonna want to save it wherever you save your thumbnails. I have a little folder for them, and as you can see, it looks like there's nothing in there. I accidentally saved this rags to riches one in there, but we're gonna call this test thumbnail, test thumb, and then save as type. You're gonna change it from the PSD to a PNG. As you can see now, all of them have popped up, and all you're gonna do is click save, and you can do whatever file size you want, doesn't really matter. There it is. It looks beautiful, looks pretty high quality, and I think it looks really good. So that is the basic how to create a thumbnail. I am proud of it and I'm happy with it. I think that I hope at least that this video helped you guys. If you guys want me to do another one of these videos for thumbnails that are not like in-game screenshots, more like probably like cast videos where like I don't really know how to word it, that involves like masking and kind of a little bit more advanced ones, let me know if you guys want to see kind of another one of these videos, but this is for a very basic one. Why do my dogs always bark at the end of me filming my videos? But I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns on creating thumbnails, I will do my best to absolutely help you guys, but Google is a lifesaver when it comes to Photoshop. There's plenty of tutorials and stuff like that as well on Google, but I will of course do my best. Also, if you guys want, you can save this as well as a PNG. I saved this to my PSD files, and I don't know, we'll just save it as test. And there's that. So yeah, that is the thumbnail tutorial. Again, any questions, comment them down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!